we want to really assess your readiness to change. And I want you to think about what it is that you want to change and how ready are you. So let's think about first what you're going to change. And you've already told me a lot.
I want to incorporate a little bit more activity, but as far as food, I want to cut down on the processed and the red meat and try to get in a little bit more plant-based sources of protein, get a little bit more creative, maybe get a cookbook, check online. Also find some alternative calcium sources, which we identified, and really work on those folate for the foliage plants. And I also read something about grains are fortified, but I should still pick the whole grains. They'll still be fortified, right? Because I need to incorporate more whole grains.
And make sure, as you talked about, and I'm not going to go into it in detail because I know you know how to do it, reading those labels.
Yeah, you know, I sometimes I'm so busy I don't read, but I know that it's more than looking at just the calories. You need to read the whole thing, and the ingredient list is important too.
Right. Very good. Okay, so those are things that you want to change. So with 1 being not at all ready and 12 being very ready, where on this scale do you think you fall?
I mean, right now I feel really motivated. I feel like I'm at 11 or 12. I'm kind of excited about what I've learned. And based on what I've heard from my doctor, I think I need to be motivated to make these changes. So I'm excited.
All right, so why don't you circle where you feel you are here?
I'll say 11 and a half.
Okay, good. And I'm going to give you this ruler, okay, along with
Well,
your
you know,
other
this is kind of a
forms.
great reminder to have around because I feel like I need that.
Right. Well, most of us do. You know, we get motivated and then we need a boost. So if we have something to look at like that, we'll say, I want to stick to that. All right, so we've done that. It seems that, you know, you really have come a long way, even from our visit last week until today, with your understanding of what you want to do in order to make that change for a healthier lifestyle and food pattern.
Well, yeah, I mean, I felt like just having somebody who knew about talking to me, you know, more than your doctor saying you better eat healthier, but now I feel like I've got some tools for that. And that is very motivating.
Great. All right. So we want to meet again and go over this in a few weeks just to make sure that we're still on the same track. So can you think of a goal that you would like for the next session?
I would like to because I put some of this information, learn how to use the tracker, and see if my new choices actually help me come up with better numbers on some of those things, lower saturated fat and maybe some more fiber. That's what I really want to see.
Okay.
So by putting those things we talked about, those practical things, I think that would be my goal, to see some improvement on those numbers.
All right. Well, as soon as we're finished with this, I'm going to go over this with you in more detail to make sure that you know how to put all of the foods into my tracker.
Great.
And I just
that's
remembered
good.
one thing also that we wanted to get back to, and that was the diet sodas. And
yeah.
you know, we questioned whether they should or they shouldn't be considered as cariogenic. Well, they don't act in the same way in the mouth, in that they're actually causing the bacteria to produce the acid. But if you look at that label on the diet sodas, all of them have acid in them already.
Somebody told me that, and I didn't believe them. I guess I really should read the label myself.
Read the label, and it has phosphoric acid, and it has ascorbic acid, and lots of acids in them. So they can contribute to the breakdown of the enamel as well. So you really want to limit the diet sodas just as much as you want to limit the regular
So
sodas.
for either of them, if you have it, you should drink it and be done with it and not sit and sip it over
Right.
a movie, a time you're watching a movie or something like that, or studying.
Right. And then there's other information on diet sodas too, about how the chemicals in the diet sodas actually can trick your mind into
I have
wanting.
heard about that it really isn't a good strategy for weight loss.
Right.
Because it just promotes our love of sweets.
Right. So, you know, I would, you know, if you ask me, I would suggest trying to stay away from diet soda and regular soda. But as you said, some people really like them, and, you know, if you're going to have it, then have it and drink it quickly.
Yeah, that's something I'd like to cut down.
Okay?
If not even eliminate, maybe
So
down the road.
we can add that to your goals then for next time. So I think that's what we'll do at the next meeting, and I really appreciate that you came in, and in a few minutes, we'll go over Super Tracker.
If I have a question, maybe could I text you or give you a call?
Absolutely, yes.
Because I feel like I know so
Let
much
me-
now, but I know I'm going to forget half of it.
Let me make sure I write down my information here, and feel free.
Oh, terrific.
Okay.
I feel like I learned a lot. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.